So it's all together. I sanded it up a little bit, as you can see, and I still got to work on the side-to-side rigidity. Don't have anything on the bottom yet or the floor. But so far we're moving along quite well, I think. So I think today, if I get a little chance, I'm going to work on the two ends, the door and this side right here, which is up against the truck. And that's the master plan for today. That'll help with the side-to-side movement. But I wanted to show you, because in the last video I said that I had some pictures of the panels that I built, and I couldn't find those or any of them that made any sense. I had some videos, but those were my ones I posted a while back on some of the experiments and stuff. So I'll show you what I've decided on. Even though this one is the OSB on the outside, I'm going to do the two panels in the OSB also, which is going to make the whole unit close to 300 and some pounds, which I would like it a lot lighter. But since I've already started with that product, I might as well finish it so I can get a good overall view of comparison of how it holds up against the thinner Luan. So let me show you the Luan ones. Hold on just a bit. Alright, so I think you can see here pretty good that these two panels will be for a short bed. And this is how I've got the measurements figured out so far. I may do a little different still, but I'm definitely doing it this way. So these are the Luan, and I'm doing it on both the front and the back, which will give me a pretty good solid base to work with. And once I put the poor man's fiberglass over it and maybe paint or stain that there for an inside, I think it'll be pretty nice. So this was what I've decided to do. I'm still using some of the crappy white foam, which I'm not really thrilled about. And I think if I went with the pink foam, I would have a little bit better of a chance of doing one side or the inside with just the pink foam and poor man's fiberglass, because it doesn't poke when you stick your finger down in it, which I don't like. But for the one we're working on yesterday and today will be OSB all the way around, just because. And this will be the master plan. I have a trailer that looks almost just like that, to where I can put that on there and try it out. So that's what we're working on. As you can see here, it's a little taller than a 4x8 sheet, so I have a joint in there. That's been a little bit of my problem-solving efforts, is to figure out how to do that. This one here, I did it at the bottom because I figured the bottom is usually on a trailer or in a truck bed where you don't see it. So if it's not as smooth as I would like, that would still be fine. The inside, I put that Luan all the way down to the floor, and then that seam is up there. I don't know if you can see it. And that'll have a trim on there, like a 1x6, for a little bit of strength to fill in that gap, so it doesn't just look like I filled in a gap. And I don't want to have a wood seam there, because that would look kind of shitty. So I thought a nice 1x, which you can see I have quite a bit of that up there, would look cool. I could maybe build some lights into it or something and just give it a little bit better of a look. So once I get actually working on this again, I will bring you up to speed. But I'm going to post this one anyway, just so you can see how it turned out with the clamps off of it and how it's starting to look. I think it's going to be kind of cool once I get the poor man's fiberglass on it and then paint it. I'd like to do some kind of material which I'm still looking for, that is a topographical map kind of looking thing. That's a fabric that I could put over it instead of the canvas. While I'm thinking of it, I'm still not sure on this top panel being OSB, no matter what I go with, or maybe even a plywood, because it's a little bit better for structural strength, I think, than OSB. But then that would give you a nice way to put a rooftop tent on it and stuff. That's what that piece in the inside will be for, to screw into on the side. So I'm not sure, but you know, I think I'm overthinking how rigid these panels have to be here, because you know, you stand on a roof of a truck and it's going to dent, buckle, and get all screwed up too. So whatever you think, maybe some comments would be great. If you know, any of you have made the actual entire foamy camper or trailer out of just pink foam and poor man's fiberglass, how it's held up. Do you think you'd like a little bit more structural strength? But I'm thinking I'm going overboard on this, and I think with having my 1x6 on the inside running this way, I could bolt on a rooftop tent or a rack or anything, solar panels, and it would be plenty strong. This side here would be plenty strong for a solar panel. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate the views and my subscribers, and I hope for DIY Prepper Guy, I'm bringing you some content that's valuable for you guys. Like this video, share it, pass it around, subscribe, hit the bell notification would be totally awesome. And anytime during any of my videos, if you just click on that little like button, kind of helps wake up the YouTube algorithm, so I hear. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you are wondering right about now. It's like, Mark, I look around and I see a window and a door over here, and how are you going to get that thing out of here? It's 4 feet wide. Well, that window is going to go bye-bye. And I'm going to put a barn door kind of thing there, or a roll-up door that I can back up to here, and this manufactured home is about as high as my truck bed. So I can use that as loading and offloading, because I think it'd work out better. So I will have to redesign this whole contraption, but that's the plan. So I'm not painting myself into a corner technically, but right now I kind of am, if I needed to get that out of here. But I got a lot of work to do on that, and I could build a couple more in this area that I have before needing to worry about a door. But thanks for asking.